Hello everyone, welcome to another video on the channel. Welcome to a GT Sport Daily Race C race review from this week's Daily Race C, which is Group 3 at Sardegna Road track. And in this race, Womble skipper goes a little bit KIMI VELOCINI. 10 laps to get round Sardegna Road track A, medium and soft tyres, both available, both mandatory, and quite a high tyre multiplier as well, so tyre wear is quite a big factor in this one. Fuel is not an issue. So as we said, we all seen from the thumbnail, we're on the Womble skipper account. That's our Oceania account. It means we're racing with the Australians and the Asians and the New Zealanders, etc. Quite like to jump on this account on a Monday morning just to kind of get some stress-free races and, you know, don't have to worry too much about the DR in this one. You know, I mean, I don't know why we worry about DR, but we do, because it's just something that we do worry about. But yeah, like to jump on here Monday morning because it's evening time in Asia and Australia, etc. So normally the lobbies are quite well populated with A+ and A drivers, so yeah, it's quite a good time to race on the Womble skipper account. Now, it's quite clear as you look at some of the cars here, there's maybe a little bit of a connection issue either on my side or just in the lobby in general. The cars are making some rather odd manoeuvres, as you can see, so possibly that's a reason that might have contributed to some of the things that are about to unfold over the course of this race. But yeah, not my proudest moment in this race. We do go a little bit KIMI VELOCINI. If you're not aware who KIMI VELOCINI is, he's a Spanish driver on the EMEA servers, probably the dirtiest driver out there, notorious for taking people out and yeah, just causing carnage in races. And I think it's fair to say that we have a little bit of a KIMI VELOCINI moment in this one. So, starting down in P18 here, just kind of biding our time here, waiting to see what's going to go on from the cars in front. Marlborough there in the NSX, which I would say is a fairly brave choice for this one. You really need a car with some good straight line speed. Most people are in the McLaren F1 or the Corvette. We're in the Jaguar. Jaguar's pretty good round here, pretty good on the tyres as well. And yeah, because of that high tyre multiplier and the likelihood of us making a fairly early pit stop, I wanted a car that was pretty decent on the tyres. We make up our first position there as Marlborough goes wide at the fast left-hander. Very, very common accident to see. Very, very, very tricky corner. But we're going to fast forward here to the part of the race where we go a little bit KIMI VELOCINI. So we're behind Ceddar's Proud GT here in a standard livery Corvette. Tut, 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 tut. And he gets hits the barrier here. We've got a slightly better run out of the fast left-hander. I'm going to take a look up the inside here, and well, we just kind of get put into the wall. And for whatever reason, I'm not entirely sure why, but I just seen red straight away. Red mist descended, and I just thought, I'm not having that. And just released the brake into the braking zone and punted him off quite unceremoniously. Let's take another look at that from the replay angle. Now, I'm not condoning my behaviour there at all. Even though we're kind of instigated into it, I think we were this was a bit of a dirty move from Cedars. It looks quite deliberate. It looks like it deliberately puts us in the wall there. That doesn't condone us taking revenge in this manner. Now, what I will say, in fairness to myself, that we did it quite well. You know, I think KIMI would be quite proud of that punt off. You know, we lost very, very little time and we put the other driver off the track. But no, it's not a good state of affairs. It's a bad way to drive. It doesn't happen very often with myself, but we're only human at the end of the day. And yeah, for whatever reason, I just seen the red mist. And to be honest with you, I think the red mist kind of was present for quite a bit of the rest of this race, because we make an early pit stop here, and that driver's kind of got the corner, and we just decided we were coming through. Now, when we look at the replay on this one, it's not quite as bad as it looks initially. I think we were quite comfortably making the corner, and I would say his car does kind of just turn across the front of our car here, despite the fact we are there. But yeah, I'd already made a decision. I wasn't letting this car past. I wanted the clean air, and that's not usually how I drive. Normally I think it's fair to say anyone who's watched me in live streams and videos and etc. Oh no, I'm a pretty clean driver. But yeah, for whatever reason, the head has gone a little bit in this one after that first instant, and we're making some bad decisions, I think it's fair to say. But that was, thankfully, I think that was the last of us being a naughty boy for this one. We can get on with the rest of the race here. So, down in P17, and we're in a little bit of a battle here with Absolute and the McLaren F1, defending into the long radius left-hander there, and successfully defending that move. He did leave us a little bit of space on the outside, so that was all fine. So we're going to get a little bit of a slipstream here down the back straight. Can we go for the move down the inside? Now, I would say we take a look and he kind of reacts to us and makes a little bit of a late move in the braking zone for my liking. Now, thankfully, we decided not to go KIMI on him because of that one, but we are probably, I can remember being a little bit annoyed with that one, so there's obviously a little bit of annoyance still in me given what happened earlier on in the race. And I think that's probably why we go for this pointless move down the inside here. It's not the sort of overtake I would normally go for. It's not a very good overtake in fairness, because we don't really make the apex, we've run wide, and we kind of, in a lot of ways, we've just took the position. I'm always a kind of advocate of you've got to earn an overtake rather than just, take the overtake. And it's not the sort of move I would normally go for. And usually that's how a move would be completely pointless anyway, because they're just going to repass you down the straight. But for whatever reason, we kind of make the move work there. I'm not sure if Absolute wasn't very happy with the move we made, because I'm not sure if this is an attempt to take us out, or he just completely misses the braking zone and actually avoids us. He did clip us very slightly, which is why we ran wide on turn 1, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I think that was probably, he completely missed the braking zone and actually took avoiding action. So moving forward here to lap 6, we're down in P12, we've got old 500 triple just in front of us. It's going to be our turn to take a little bit of avoiding action. He catches us out with the braking zone. I think he brakes a little bit early, and we kind of, as we try to take avoiding action, have to put the car on the curb. It could have been a lot worse in all fairness. We only lost maybe a second through that, but yeah. Again, just not having a great race, are we? A lap later though, I think Triple was just looking too much in his mirrors. He seemed to be defending when there wasn't really any need to defend, and I think he was just looking in his mirrors there as he got to the braking zone and missed it quite badly. So that puts us up into P10, and a little bit later we catch the Porsche of 9th place Taka, and we're going to go for a very similar move as we put on Cedars earlier on, and it's going to end up in the same result. Taka just kind of nudges into the wall there. Now I think that one was accidental, to be fair, and obviously we now had a few clean laps in as well, so I think the red mist had extinguished, so we allowed Taka to live at the next corner, and we're going to actually have quite a nice battle with the Porsche over the course of the rest of the race, and I think we do eventually get the move made. We do learn our lesson though. It's on the back straight once again. We do learn our lesson, and we decide to go to the right hand side rather than the left hand side, getting a little bit fed up of getting put into that wall. I'm going to try and make the move down around the outside. So we've got good overspeed. We've got the car just a bit ahead. I knew Taka was going to go back into the inside there, so we left him a little bit of room on the exit, or sorry, the entrance. He left his room on the exit, and we completed the move. And that was us up into P9, which is where we finished. So post-race chat, I was expecting Cedars to have something to say. So you can see the little pencils out there. Cedars is going to, I'm going to assume, not going to be very happy with us, but he'll just sort of says Womble skipper, then a couple of question marks, so obviously questioning why we did what we did. So my reply to that was, well, no, you put me in the wall, and his reply to that was something along the lines of it was his lane, and my reply to that was, well, it's not your lane if my car's there. So, and I don't think it was his lane, you can't just, if our car's there, he put us in the wall, but it doesn't condone our bad behaviour. It doesn't condone us going KIMI VELOCINI on him. So if Cedars is watching, I do apologise for that move. It is very out of character for me, but at the end of the day, we're all human. We can all kind of have frustrating moments in racing games. It's par for the course when it comes to a racing game. You are going to have some frustrations, but don't do what I did there. Do not take revenge. It is never ever a good idea. But hopefully you've enjoyed this video in some way, shape or form. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye now.